All right, YouTube, what's happening? It is Tuesday, November 11th. It is a holiday. It is a busy day. There are early games because upset holiday, most likely. So we're going to be breaking down these games for college hoops. There are 66 games, I believe. Let me go down my list real quick. 66 Division One versus Division One games. So there's more than 66, but you can see we got some like random things. They ain't even got no logos. You can't even click on them. But yeah, there's 66 games that I have spreadsheets for. So we're gonna break these games down the best we can, see if there's any value out there, all the good stuff. So let's recap yesterday real quick. Let me show you what I got. We took Rutgers 17.5. Rutgers was doing great, and all of a sudden they just kind of gave up. But this like, all right, we're good with a 12-point win, whatever. SIUE was tied at one point, then they lost. Eastern Kentucky was tied at one point, then they lost. Like everything had potential, then it just all just kind of ended in the last 5 minutes. Kent State and Wilmington hit over nicely, and Iowa State pretty much whooped Mississippi State's ass. So 2-3 on the day. Potential was 5-0 there. It was there. We didn't miss these bad. So that was the main thing. So, and these were quite nice. So you want the place typed out for every sport, or you want access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research, or you just want to come join the chat. There you go. HQ's right there. Simple stuff. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. So 66 games. I don't know how we're going to roll through this, but we're going to do the best we can. So let's just go ahead and jump on over to that first game right now. Okay, so to do this, I think the best way to do it is we're just going to stay on the spreadsheet view. And if the game looks like this first game, like this game is currently going on at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's in like 20 minutes. I ain't got time for that. So I'm skipping this one, but this is what we're going to use as an example. If you're new here, which I know some of you are, first off, why have you not subscribed? Do that. It's good. But you can see we have everything. And as we look at offense versus defense, last five means the last 5 games they played. Their away stuff, their home stuff. Clearly, Iona's not had an away game yet, technically. KC's had one home game and one away game. That's why we have a different number here in our averages. So season numbers, ranking is out of all 365 teams. So you see Kansas City is the sixth worst team in the country when it comes to defending the 2-point shots. That's what we use around here. We look to see where the advantages are. If somebody's really good at something, we see if they're going up against somebody really bad at something, and that's how we know who to take. Simple stuff. We've been doing it for a year now. It's good stuff. So you see all that here. That being said, this game, no, the game starts at 1. I don't care about this game. Nothing. When the game looks the same color, like all the colors are the same, that don't look good. We need to find a good one. Air Force and Long Island is the next one. This is at 4 p.m. So we jumped all the way to 4. So you can see, example, if we had a 60, which green is good, red is bad. Pretty simple stuff. Offense versus defense. You see that? Air Force offense, last 5, 58.5 points per game, even though they've only played 2 games. It's scheduled to do last 5, the average. So, and then their defense is bad. So you see how that matches up? Offense versus defense. Offense versus defense. Long Island should theoretically, statistically, have some success against Air Force inside the arc. You would think, because Air Force is giving up 61% inside the arc. I don't care who you play. 61% is bad. It's bad. So, and you see all this here. So, yeah, nothing in this one. I don't want nothing to do with this one. We go to Morgan State versus UMBC. Yeah, Morgan State's a D1 team. D1 has 365 teams for some damn reason. How is New Haven on the same division as Duke and Alabama and UConn and Florida and just Ohio? It's just how? It's just crazy how they do that, but whatever. March Madness will be here soon. I can't wait. One of my favorite times of year. But hey, we got to start off to get there. You got to go the journey. So we look here. UMBC is really good at offense up from threes. They've defended 3 well. Oregon State's not too bad either. Now, if we want to take it over under, we would look at the totals, their total points versus total defense. Nothing here. We'll get one eventually. Don't worry. We're going to keep going. I just want to explain it to the people that are new, that have never seen the sheet. I create these sheets from scratch. I make this. This is a Google spreadsheet that I bring all this box scores into and then put random formulas like this in there, and I get everything I'm looking for. So it's a lot of work. I put it together last year for all sports. It's good stuff. So keep it moving. Michigan, Wake Forest. Look at the highest scoring team in the land is Michigan. Why? They played 1 game. That's why. So they scored 121 points. They gave up 78. That's how you get the numbers. I prefer to have 5 games of data before I really start making some solid accusations and opinions about teams. Like if you're bad at something, I want to see if you're really bad. Like Michigan looks like they can shoot 3 and not defend the 3. It's been 1 damn game. That's why they're number 1 in offense. Common sense. This one, this versus this. Michigan should, I mean, you're shooting 74% on the outside. I want to see what you do. I'm not going to take this. There's 66 games. Don't be shocked if I don't take more than 10. I'm tell you right now, it's still early in the season. We're being very I still have my unit size still at 1%, but it's the bankroll is small. It's a small bankroll. Once we start getting more in the swing of the season, the bankroll is gonna get bigger. That's how it works. So I always start off cautious, just get a feel for the game. So moving on, Ohio State, App State, same story as Michigan. Great offense, gave up points, but that's because they're a very fast-paced team. That just makes sense. So obviously you're going to give more points. You play 2 games now, and you're averaging 106, both at home. This versus this, that versus that. You see how the defensive works. App State should have your 62% defense inside the two in 2 games. I'm starting to question Ohio State's 2-point defense. See what I'm saying? I'm starting to question the bigs, the forwards out there. Why are you not playing good D? That ain't good. You can shoot threes, but you're giving up. 28's not bad. 46 pretty good. I can't trust this because then you're also going to have some silly spread like Ohio State 24.5. That's what it is. I ain't messing with that. No, 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 no. No, not a chance. UNC Asheville. Now here's something you look at and go, my God, what is that? Yeah, 364 is the second worst in the country. 51% from three. They're more likely to make a three than miss a three. If you can shoot a three against Lipscomb, how terrible is that? Dog shit. That's what that is. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. First home game for UNC though, so these numbers should theoretically get better because typically you play better at home, obviously. And your numbers, well, just suck. I'm sorry, they suck. What's UNC Asheville? I might if it's like a low spread, I'll take him at home for sure. Asheville, 7.5 for Asheville at home. You know what? I'm tempted. Let's go for it. Let's take Asheville. Just because Lipscomb is so bad right now. How are you that bad? Everything's orange or red except for their fast break points per game. They're getting a lot of they like to run. So yeah, I'll take Lipscomb. I don't love it, but I will throw it on there if I can find it on my sheet. Not Lipscomb, Asheville. I'll take Asheville. So UNCA minus 7.5 at home. I'll rock with that. Let's go ahead. Let me get some more coffee. Not that I'm already caffeinated enough. I need a little bit more. Hold on. Okay, back. A little extra caffeine is always good for you, right? So moving on from Asheville, we're going to Army versus Duke. Duke's on the road. This game is not at Army, is it? This game, no way. They're playing at Army. They're playing at West Point. Yeah, this game. Oh yeah, it's right there on my screen. Haha, I need to stop. I forgot I added that this year. I add the location now so you can kind of see if it is. That way you can see if it's a neutral site or not because we need to know those things. So for Duke's first road game, this has been their home stuff so far. Pretty good defense, average offense, which is kind of weird. Whatever. Duke is favored by how much? At Army on the road. Duke is favored 32.5. Have fun if you're saying, hell, I can almost justify taking Army, but not unless we have 5 games. I can't be that crazy. So no thanks. Penn State versus Navy. Navy's not that good. Penn State, what do you favor by? Penn State, give me a good line. I might take it. Even though Penn State's not really up. They don't hoop too much usually, but 10.5. 10.5. You're winning your games by 30 or 25-ish. You're losing by 4, but it means you play somebody close with your ranks. So let's go ahead and see what the Navy Penn State teams are. I know Penn State played at New Haven because they did that thing. They won by 44, and they played Fairfield in Sweets. Not bad. Navy played Presbyterian and Yale. I like Penn State by 10.5 at home. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. PSU uh, minus 10.5. I think Penn State's good enough to where that defense is good. They'll shut them down. Navy's going to struggle a little bit, and they're at home. Love that. Moving on from there, defending champion Florida versus Florida State. Rivalry games are ones you kind of want to stay away from, even in hoops. I know football is one thing, but in hoops, the rivalry's still there. There's nothing different. It's still rivals. Both teams offensively are good. Defensively, over potentially. What's our over under set at this one? It is set at where the hell is it? Ooh, who hit it? Who hit the Florida? It is right there. 180.5. Oh my God. That is a two. They're exactly 200 scoring and exactly 148. That is a 51.5 point range. That's a big gap. And they're right in the middle of the gap. So no chance. And Florida is favored by 17.5. Oh my God. Based on all this, if they had played 5 games, these are 5 game averages, I might take Florida State. This is Florida State's first road game, and it's in Gainesville. So no thanks. I shall pass on that one. You have fun with that. We're gonna fly through some of these. We're gonna go a little faster. I don't want this video to be an hour long, which hell it could be at this point. So North Kakalaki, you see everything's kind of close. I ain't messing with it. I want clear cut red v green. That's all I want. And until we get that, We're just going to fly through these. Old Dominion, Norfolk, see everything same color. Can't work with that. Can't play with them. Can't win with them. Can't do it. Colgate, Drexel. Leans Drexel a little bit, but no, too close. Maryland, Alcorn. The hell, Maryland? What are you do? Why is Maryland so bad right now? These numbers are terrible. Alcorn can Alcorn practice one thing all off season: three ball. They try to go Golden State offense. That's all they want to do. And Maryland's just like offense. No thanks. Moving on. Let's go. Let's go. Coastal. Coastal, see this? See, Coastal looks fairly good. It's been 2 games now. Winthrop showing a couple games of they struggle in certain areas, especially inside. That means their bigs aren't that good. That ain't good offense and defense. Coastal's like, yeah, we'll take advantage of that. Thank you. Coastal should be a play if it's a good line. Now, the good line's up to you, what you feel like doing. I just kind of go off odds. We look at there's no real like, oh, is this good? So Coastal plus 2.5 at home. I can get Coastal as dogs with these numbers plus 2.5. I can get money line 131. I'm gonna chase the money line. It's hard to win on the road in college. I don't care what sport it is. It's hard. I can get CCU for money line. Yeah, for plus 131 on Novik. Sign me up for that one. I like that. Good stuff. Let's move on. Let's see. We did Maryland. UCF. Oh my God, Florida A&M. Why are you so bad? UCF, are you a good play? Let's see what your defense is slacking, but at least you can score. 9B305. UCF going to have them wide open threes. They're going to feel like free throws. That's how wide open they're going to be. Ooh, that's UCF. Let's go find UCF. 23.5. I don't go over 20. Once we hit 20s, I'll leave that alone because that's where they get you. They get you on that. Really, I shouldn't be going over 15, but I'm being a little more aggressive than usual. So let's keep moving. Villanova, Sacred Heart. Now, looking at this, you would think, oh, Sacred Heart looks better. Now, obviously, you got to know the talent level of these teams, and you got to say, okay, this is Villanova we're talking about. Villanova is one of those teams, they've been so up and down lately. Who the hell knows what they are? Sacred Heart's always going to be in that bottom half of all the teams. We know that. So Villanova's going to be a heavy favorite, probably 19.5. I don't trust that, though. I just don't. I don't want to do it. No, you don't have to do it. We got 66 games. I don't have to bet all the games. I can go to North Alabama and Northwestern State and kind of look at it and go, "Ugh," and just move on. Because that's what that game is. Just not good. I can go Wright State and Toledo. Toledo does not look good. And first away game, they haven't looked good at home. Now they're on the road. That ain't good. Now you're playing in Dayton against Wright State, who defensively has looked good. So I want to take Wright State. It's just common sense stuff. Where's Wright? Who's right? Where you at? WRIGHT. 5.5 points at home or in Dayton, Ohio. I don't know where the hell Wright State is. Is it a home game? Either way, I'm taking it. So Wright State. Wright minus 5.5. Yeah, I'll take them at home because Toledo has not looked that great. Let's see. From there, let's keep it moving. We're just going. How many? We're at 6 minutes. Let me sip some more caffeine right quick. See, what I do is I sip the caffeine for sure. I got my iced coffee or my cold brew, good stuff. But I also, set the thing because I record these and I use Streamlabs OBS and it sucks. It sometimes cuts the audio out randomly. So I don't want to talk for 20 minutes and have to redo it. 5 minutes I can deal with, but 20, I will punch the screen so hard I ain't got time for that. So moving on, shall we? From Wright State, we're going to the highest of points. The highest of points. We're going to, yeah, that's a lot of green. That's a lot of green. That's a lot of points too. Now, given everybody's played 2 games, it looks like, so that's good. Only thing I see is High Point has an advantage outside or inside, inside the arc because Jacksonville's not the best, but I don't want to. And when you squint your eyes and both sides are kind of the same color, you kind of leave it alone, good or bad. We want green v red on both sides. It doesn't matter. So, or green v red when it comes to offense, defense. So maybe we have offense and offense, but then the defenses are all red. I'm down for that too, because that way I can take it over under. But we don't have that right here. So we need to move. Dunk City, baby. Dunk City versus Georgia Southern. Defense terrible, offense average to terrible. Points good, defense bad. Maybe some offense here. Maybe. Let's see. Let's go look for Gasso. Let's see. I can just go golf. I'm sure I can just type golf. No, FGCU, right? 162. Well, they're coming out to one. Oh, I broke the sheet. Come back. There we go. We're coming 174 to 178. So we have a 174 to 178 window. We're down here at 162. So if they play to their average, which is only 2 games, very small size, they should be in this range. So I am going to take the over 162 just because the defenses have been giving up points. They look a little porous out there. So over 162.5. See how that works? Great. If you have questions, put them in the comments. I'll answer or somebody else will. I know it seems like a simple system. It's just that's what I do. It works out nicely. We have a whole season last year to prove it, and you'll see plenty of people in the comments talking about they were here last year or they've been doing it this year. It works out nicely. You don't gotta take my place. Take what works for you. I just show you what I take. So lots of people take the information, make their own plays, and it works out great. So from there, we're going to Temple versus LaSalle. First road game for LaSalle. They can't shoot inside at all. And three-pointers, my God. This versus this. But you're at home shooting. I don't trust that. Like, now you're going on the road, and you're Tampa? I almost said Tampa. Temple can't stop nobody from three. It's only been one game, so we're gonna pass. We're gonna just too many variables can change there. I don't like that. Let's go to Fordham in Wagner. Fordham looks like a play here, doesn't it? That looks good. Now that versus that kind of concerning, but then you got the defense, the offense. This looks like a Fordham play. I drive a Ford. Ham. 12 and a half. Do I like them by 12 and a half? Though they're winning their two games by an average of 30-ish. Wagner's losing theirs by an average of 18. So 12 and a half for Fordham. Fordham. I know it's Fordham. I just like to spell it out. Fordham. You know what? How many people put Fordham plays on their spreadsheet on their sheet today? Fordham minus 12.5. I'm gonna take it. Let's rock with it. I'm down. Let's move on. Rams, baby. Let's see. We got Butler versus Chicago State. Now, Butler's going to be a 20-something point spread. I already know this because it's Butler and I'm not crazy. Butler is 26 and a half. So, yeah, clearly you're going to see these and the odds make sense. It's like, yeah, clearly Butler's going to be better than Chicago State. Come on. Some of these you just look at and like, okay. Now, if you're looking for a money line parlay piece, Butler, make sure they're at home. Don't be taking road money lines. In college? No. These are 18. In football, you say 18 to 22, 23-year-olds. In college hoops, it's 17 and 19-year-olds usually because all the good ones leave after a year. So, yeah, you're not going to get many 20, 21-year-olds playing hoops anymore. They're all 18, 19, 20 to the NBA if they're good. If they're not, they're seniors and they're 22. So, COVID years are over pretty much, except for like 7 or 8 dudes. So, yeah, yeah. We're not at the bottom of the list yet. Damn, what a big slate. Charlotte versus Davidson. Davidson looks good. We know Davidson's pretty good. They're 2-0. They're looking good. Charlotte's 2-0, though. Not bad. Both of them at home. So this is how they play at home. They can't defend the two. That's an issue already. You could tell. 2 home games, and they gave up 59% shooting. Davidson. And you do good at that. So, this is Davidson plus 1.5 on the road. First road game, though. I cannot trust a team who has yet to leave their building to play a game. I just can't do it. I need to see how they play. Some teams just freak out on the road. They're completely different teams. Look at football. How many ranked teams lose every weekend on the road? Exactly. Basketball, same situation. Only the real tough teams, it's hard to win on the road. Not impossible, but it is hard. You're not going to get Bama going into St. John's every day and winning like that. No, you don't get that. So let's see. Butler, let's see. We did Butler, Loyola versus NJIT. Same offense, defense. If anything, potentially an under, maybe, but not good enough. Nothing I want to jump on. Let's go to Richmond Spiders versus Bill and Mary. Too much green. Everything's the same. Pass. Ooh, we got Rhode Island. Rhode Island, man, they took so much money last year. They scammed everybody last year on their plays. First half of the season, I lost like 3 in a row on them. I gave up on band. It might still be man because there's nothing good here. So moving on. From there, we're going to where are we going? Man, we're still not close. Cincinnati versus Dayton. Good game. Good game. First row game. Can't trust. These numbers should be a little worse probably because it's the first row game. It's in Cincinnati. Cincinnati potentially. If Cincinnati is a good number, I'm down. Cincy 6.5 at home. First row game. They're terrible from 3. They're good inside though defensively. If there was more advantage here, I would take Cincinnati. 6.5, maybe. If you could take it, I'm just gonna be a little more cautious. There's other plays I like better. So from Cincy, we're going Clemson. Tigers. Yeah, Clemson versus Moorhead. Yeah, Clemson 29.5. If you have fun with that bad boy. Loyola, Maryland. There's 3 Loyolas if you didn't know. I already did Loyola, Maryland. Wrong Loyola then. What was the other one I did? Oh, I just straight up skipped a couple. That's right. Okay, I see what I did now. Boston College versus Central Connecticut. Blue Devils. You can see that. Nothing standing out, even though it is Boston College. You would think, oh, Boston College easily. The numbers, Mason, they tell a different story sometimes. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Boston College, I believe, is picked as one of the worst teams in the ACC. I think I saw that. But who do they know? They're just media people, so they know nothing. Look at the AP poll. They don't know what they're doing. Clearly. Let's see. We did Harvard versus Northeastern. And yeah, man, Harvard, they had some teams. This one, I mean, yeah, what's Harvard? Harvard should be pretty decently favored, right? Like probably like double digits at least. Harvard, 5.5. I mess with that one. I'm down with that. This versus this, that. Harvard's playing well enough in all areas that I kind of want to take Harvard 5.5. Harvard, yes, Harvard. Uh, Harvard minus 5.5. Home team as well? Yeah. Let's go. Moving on from Harvard, we're going to Providence. Yes, the Friars. Offense, yes. Defense, no. Offense, yes. Defense, no. Offense, well, slacking here. Potential over. Let's go look at Prov, if I can spell. 173. That seems high, but they're both in the 90s. So that's 193 and 171. They're in the range. 171's the bottom. They're at 173. We're going to pass. Sad, I know. Who'll be texting me? Okay. Just want to make sure I ain't missing nothing. Let's see. From there, where we at? 8 minutes. Coffee break. TO. BRB. All right. Little 20-second timeout. That's good. Ball back in play. Let's move on from Providence. Where are we going from here? Are we hit the bottom of the list yet? Let me see. Are we down here? No, not yet. Up, yeah, we are. UAB, Alabama State. Now we got both in the same state. Little Birmingham action. Alabama State's not going to keep up here. UAB's going to try to whoop that ass. You just know they are. Let's see. UAB. Let's go find them. UAB is going to be 18.5. I like UAB, but not that much. I'm sorry, but Alabama State played one game, but they played like one of the top ranked teams, so I can't trust that. I need more. I need more information, guys. A little bit more. Let's go to Quinnipiac versus Yale. Yale looks better. They look a lot better. 7.5 points on the road, though. One game in. Let me see another game for us. Start taking road teams. I need more. They look good, but no. A lot of teams play these D2 schools. Eh. So, no, I'm good. Y'all have fun with that. Notre Dame versus Eastern Illinois. Eastern Illinois cannot score. Their offense is terrible. It's been 2 games, and they're struggling still. I don't like that. Defensively, you just like slow games. I see what Eastern Illinois wants to do. Notre Dame's 24.5. That's out of my price range. Can't afford it. Too pricey for my budget. So we move on to Louisville versus Kentucky. Hell of a game today. Hell of a game. 9v12. Sign me up. In Louisville. Beautiful. Beautiful game. First road game for Kentucky. Again, we can't trust the team making their first road start. Can't do it. Auburn versus Wofford. Auburn's going to be favored by 30, aren't they? You just know they are. You already know they are. Oh, there they are. Way down yonder. Where'd I go? 27.5. And it's like, how? Auburn's not looking too great. They're 2-0, but they haven't looked good. The first game, they looked terrible. Second game, they looked better because I bet on the second game and they hit, but I'm going to leave them alone in this one. Something's like, nah, I ain't feeling it. Arkansas and Central Arkansas, a little bit of a, well, they're going to try to play harder because they're playing Arkansas. Let's see. Everything's the same. I don't trust that. Heavy spread, I'm guessing. Probably Arkansas by a lot. Arkansas by 35.5. Yeah, have fun with that, guys. Have fun. Kansas and Texas A&M Corpus Christi, the Islanders. Yeah, that's right. Islanders, 27.5 KU. Can't do it. Let's see. Tarleton versus Merrimack. And oh my God, that's so much red. That is disgusting. Get off my screen. They played 3 games. Okay. Now I see something. My streak counter's wrong. Sad. I know the numbers are right because Tarleton, what have you done? I gotta fix that. See, this is why we do early. This is why I go small so I can catch the things that need fixed too. So my little streak counter is catching something that's not supposed to catch. So let's go find out what they're catching. Tarleton, what are you, Tarleton? Is the record wrong or is the streak wrong? It's one of those two. Tarleton, found you. Tarleton has played, they're 1-2. They have played 3 games. They played SMU, lost by 20, LSU lost by 36, and Corpus Christi, they won by 8. So they are 1-2. They've played 3 games, not won 3 games. This is why we do those things. Now I need to make a note to fix. Cool. All the numbers are right. I know they are because I checked those individually. I didn't check up here, though. I thought this would be good. Shame on me. Assuming things. How dare I? I'll fix that for the next video because that's what we do here. Trial and error. When you're a team of one, you got to fix things yourself. So moving on, Louisiana versus Tulane. You see the numbers here. You know what? Just go ahead and just delete these. That way they're blank. That way you don't see them anymore. Goodbye, because they're not right. Let's see. And damn it, purple sheet. Let's see what else we got. Damn, that versus that. That's crazy. That's crazy. We can't do that. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Let's see. Rice versus SF Austin. Everything's pretty much yellow and green. A little bit of orange in here, but nothing that I really want to take. From Rice, we're going to where Louisiana versus Tulane. Did we already do that? Oh no, I'm focusing on the streak now. I'm worried about that. It's like, oh, I hate when I make mistakes. There's hundreds of formulas in each spreadsheet I make, and yeah, occasionally there's an error I gotta fix, and that's why I do these videos early to catch them early in the season. So where are we at? Where are we at on my list? There's a lot of places I didn't tell you. Louisiana, Rice. Let's do Rice. I don't think I've done Rice. SF Austin. If I have, cool. You see it twice. From there, from Rice, we're going to where show me. Show me the money. Oklahoma. Okay. There we go. DePaul's next. Oklahoma. Arkansas Pine Bluff's not good. Oklahoma's going to be favored by 35.5. Can't touch that. Can't touch that. Duquesne versus Queens. There's that offense potentially, but then their defense is good there, so nothing there. DePaul versus Buffalo. You can see cancels out. Leans Buffalo. First road game Buffalo. Can't trust it. Let's see. Missouri State versus Arkansas State. Missouri State looks good here. If we can get a good number. Missouri State, give me a good number, please. Please. I got to do it this way. Missouri State, 1.5 at home. I think I could potentially rock with that. Based on these numbers, yeah, I'll take Missouri State 1.5 at home. Sure thing. Where did I put that? Where's that go on my list? Right there. It's going to be Missouri State minus 1.5. I'll rock with that. Good stuff. They look good. 3-point offense, but they're doing great inside. I'll take that for sure. From Missouri State, we're going to North Dakota State versus Northridge. That does not look good. That's disgusting. From there, let's go to Nebraska versus Maryland Eastern Shore. So many great D1 teams. Nebraska's favored by how much? Nebraska ball. Love that. So 36.5. No. No. No thanks. Let's see. SMU and Murray State. Damn. Murray State looks pretty decent. I don't want to mess with that either. SMU is done. So let's go to, we did Duquesne, Illinois. Illinois versus Texas Tech. That's a hell of a game. Hell of a game. I don't know who's going to win this game. Too good. Too good. First road game for you. Can't trust that either. Not a chance. From Illinois, we're going Wisconsin, then Wyoming. So we got Wisconsin versus Ball State. Wisconsin's favored by a lot, probably, I would assume. 26.5 outside our price. You've seen a theme. All the good teams facing average teams are just way, way large spreads, and I can't trust any of those spreads. We already did Illinois, damn it. Wyoming versus Austin P. Offense, yes. Defense, bad. Maybe off, maybe an over. But no, they're combining for like 196, but they're only giving up 128. That's too big of a range. That's crazy. Crazy. Arizona versus Northern Arizona. Arizona's gonna be favored by 35.5. Yeah, not a chance. Nope. BYU Delaware. BYU is gonna be favored by a lot as well. 35.5. Crazy. Delaware. Did I say Delaware? Let's see. Ole Miss versus Memphis. This is a good one. This should be a good little game. It's in Oxford. First road game. They already look better. Let's look at Ole Miss. Let's see. Control MISS. That's Missouri State. That's Ole Miss. 10.5 at home versus Memphis. You know, I do like that they struggled. They've only played one game. They didn't shoot that well. So, no. 10's kind of high. I was thinking more like 4 or 5. I'm going to pass. I got enough plays already. I don't have to go crazy. New Mexico versus UC Riverside. No, nothing's really standing out here. Maybe defense, but no, I'll pass on that one. Don't have to play it. Don't have to play every game. Let's see. UTEP versus that's a lot. There's no red. There's barely any orange. It's all green. Damn, that's impressive. It's impressive. First road game for Loyola Marymount, though. Can't trust that. Boise versus UT Rio Grande, the Vipers. Boise already lost to a D2 team this year. Hell no. Boise's on a perma ban for like until they show something, because I just can't. Virginia versus Hampton, Virginia. Number one 2-point defense, huh? That's good. Let's see. but then everything else. Hamilton's not bad. Stats wise, they're not bad. They're putting up 94 points. Damn, guys. Lastly, Bakersfield versus Jesus, too much, too much. Gonzaga versus Creighton. That's a game. What we got here? What we got? Gonzaga 11.5. Everything looks kind of close. There's not enough for me to take. Nope. I told you, if there's only 10 plays, don't be shocked. And I think we're going to be close to that. St. Mary's is going to be high, right? St. Mary's 17.5. I don't trust that. Ohio on the road, potentially. It's been 2 games for you. Your defense is looking good. You're winning your games by 23. I'll take St. Mary's by 17.5. Feels like a lot, though. I really don't want to go above 15. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not really feeling it. I already did Gonzaga. I already sent me. Sac State versus Santa Barbara. First road game. Don't know what they're going to do. And then UNLV. Yeah, Montana. Y'all have that. I don't want to do it. So we're not going to. Schedules. Let's go look at Wednesday because it was a busy day today, but Wednesdays, yeah, everybody starts normal time. No more of these random games. So, how big's the slate? Yeah, somewhat, nothing crazy. So, drop a like, subscribe. Let me know what you play in the comments. Let me, if you have any questions, drop them below. If you agree, disagree with my plays, let me know as well. I like all of that. So, check out the HQ. Check out if you want the spreadsheets, you want a list of plays, or you just want to come join the chat. It's all there, HQ. Or just check out Outlier if you want to do props because I can't. I'm not doing props for college, but you could. It's on there. But enough of that. I will see you tomorrow, Wednesday, for some more college hoops. Peace.